Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your friendly neighborhood makeup hobgoblin here, and we have a new setup. I redid my entire vanity area. I'm hoping you can see my sign back there. It's all a work in progress. But basically I originally had like an L desk set up, and I removed the other desk and I put it along the wall, so now I just have like a wall of makeup. And I just want to get ready and chit chat with you guys because I've really wanted to film. I just have not had time since I redid everything. I think I redid my room on Saturday and it is now Tuesday, but I work Sunday, Monday. And by the time I finished on Saturday, it was like 9 o'clock at night. So I've just been organizing and getting rid of things and really enjoying that. Just using the Refer hydration cream. So how are you? How are things? I hope you're well. It is almost like the last week of August and I get very inspired. I'm definitely more of an autumnal baby. I don't really spring clean. I autumnal clean. I'm used to fall being like the beginning of a year for me. I grew up in New York, so you go back to school right after Labor Day. So normally in August, you're kind of redoing stuff so you can be a whole new person when you start school. And I think I'll forever be in that mindset because how long do you go to school? You go to school for what, like 13 years in a row. So I'm really used to 14 years in a row. I'm used to that. Today my earrings are from Shop KK, and I love these because they're like my little moonbeam. And I don't know how much you can see my shirt, but it's a Harry Potter shirt from, there was a box I used to get, but it was from the UK, and like it was like a monthly subscription. It was honestly one of the best subscriptions I ever had. I just had to stop getting it, but here we are. So let's start with primer. I think I want to go in with the Wet n Wild Glass Correct. We're definitely going for more of a glowy look today. It is gloomy as heck outside. It's been raining. We did need it, so I'm not upset about it, but it's gloomy. So we'll put this on. Next, we're going to go in with concealer, but I do want to do a little bit of a base. I'm thinking something kind of light, but not too glowy. When CoverFX was getting taken out of Ulta, I picked up their Luminous Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Medium. I really don't want to use a lot of this. I think I'm going to take a Sonia G. This is the Jumbo Base, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this on there. And I'm just going to apply it directly to the brush. And we're going to just kind of dot it all over the face. Since I got the shade Medium, it does give me a little bit of life, but it doesn't change my skin tone too much. It's just more of I am pale because I don't go outside, so now I don't look like I'm a corpse. Oh, that didn't work. I tried to set up, so my cat loves, well, she's a kitten. She loves blanket forts. She thinks that's the best thing since sliced bread. And she just accidentally knocked it down. I tried to set one up for her so she'd have somewhere to go. She'll be all right. Okay, so that is the base. One other thing about this setup is now I can't see my camera at all, so I hope I'm in frame and doing well. All right, I got the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. I got the shade Light 26N. I plan on doing a somewhat full face of e.l.f. video. I did pick up some more random things from e.l.f. I have a lot of glowy bases, so I don't feel like I need the e.l.f. one. It's also sold out. But I did want to order some more of the Cookies and Dreams, their little shadow sticks. I recently tried their regular line of shadow sticks. I did not like them, but I found their limited edition ones to be better. Maybe it's because it was like their first iteration of a shadow stick. I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna use the big brush to kind of blend everything back out. All right, that's we're okay. It could be better, could be worse. I'm gonna just take some Max Fix Plus and just kind of, that'll make it better, yeah. All right, now for contour, maybe I'll show you guys my entire drawer organization system at some point. I bet that could be really interesting. Let's go in with, okay, I was going through my Sephora account to see what things, just to look at stuff. This I got, it's the Westman Atelier Face Trace Contour Stick in the shade Biscuit. It was in like a trio set. Maybe a little on my forehead. I have had no issue with this. I've only used it a couple times. I think I got it like 2 months ago. I tried Westman Atelier. That was a bit of a flop. Their iPods, not it. Michelle Wang let me down. Wong, sorry. Love her, but that was not the product for me. But yeah, I really want to do a full face of e.l.f. of products that I have. Like, I'm not going to just buy an e.l.f. foundation just to have a full face of e.l.f. I'm just going to use products that I know and like. Because I think that might be helpful for some of y'all, because e.l.f. is easily accessible in the US. Definitely not overseas, which is unfortunate. It's a lot more expensive, which is kind of like, it's kind of irritating that there's such a price jump with that. Makes me sad because I can't recommend it. All right, so I saw, oh, what's her name? Always something with makeup. Anyway, she did a mixture of a Giorgio Armani like little highlighter with the Nars Orgasm blush. I do not have that, so I'm gonna use the Melt Cosmetics Fetish Digital Dust highlighter because I got this in a mystery box last year. And I feel like a lot of people purchase those mystery boxes, so maybe you have a shade from them that you can mix in. So I'm going to take the Nars Liquid Orgasm and I'm going to pump that first on my hand. Didn't think this through. Next, I'm going to go in with the pink. All right, and then let's mix it up, see what happens. So it's going to technically sheer it out and make it more glowy because obviously Nars Orgasm is a glowy blush. But basically when I saw her video, I was like, oh man, I want a liquid pink highlight to mix into things. I have one, so I'm so glad that I looked through my collection because I have this one. And I would say the Digital Dust highlighter has more of that like hot flash of pink highlight. Like I don't really like it on its own because it has a super warm pink flash. I'm definitely more of a cool pink girl. This is not the shade I would have gotten from the Melt line, but again, it was in a mystery box, so I had no control over it. I was just really grateful that I got a shade that worked for my skin tone, because I know one of the mystery boxes for November had a shade that was kind of dark, which is great for, I wish you could have picked like your skin tone, so you could have gotten shades that worked for you, because obviously if you get one that's too dark, that's not really going to work for light medium, and then if you get one that's too light, that's not going to work for tan and deep. But I think this looks really pretty. Okay. And I know it's been going around. I think somebody was doing it with the rare blushes, you know, just mix your blushes because you can, or mix your liquid products because you can. So that's pretty. I wonder how long it'll last since we've sheared out the Nars one. And then I guess I can skip highlight today, which is kind of nice because I don't really use highlighter that much anyway. Okay, y'all, let's go in with her, the Pat McGrath Mothership 10. And I'm thinking about using one of the shimmers I haven't used yet. So one of these two, I'm leaning towards this one. So I guess we'll start with, I'm going to use this matte down here. I don't have the shade names. I could care less about the shade names. If she doesn't care enough to put them on the packaging, that's on her. All right. And I haven't had a hard time using these mattes. I feel if you use a little bit that they're fine. I just make sure to tap my brush off and then go in. And I've been doing more looks where I focus my matte shade above my hood instead of like putting it in there, because obviously it's not really gonna do much in there. So like I almost leave my eye relaxed and I make sure I'm getting the color on that top part. I would say I think I have like half hooded eyes because eyeliner and my shadow, it creases a lot to my upper eyelid, and it stinks because sometimes if I do more of a stylized liner, then halfway through it's on my upper eyelid. But what can you do? So something that I'm proud of, I did not purchase any Clionadh, and I'm not going to. Clionadh is a great brand, but I find that I don't use their shadows. I have some from like 2018. I barely use them. I can't do it anymore. I can't. Also, they released so many that it was a little overwhelming in a positive way, where like, how do you choose like a couple? And then I was like, I'm not doing this. Pat McGrath on Sephora had some sales. The blush duos were on sale, but a lot of people have said that a lot of the blush duos kind of look like other blushes mixed together. And the one I was most intrigued by was Paradise Glow. And a lot of people said that they looked like exactly like two of the other Pat McGrath blushes mixed together. So I'm really glad that I did not do that. I have an itch. What else has been on sale recently? There has been some Natasha Denona on sale. I will say I dabbled, but one was the Super Glow in the shade Fair, because I have light medium, love it. Wonder why it's going on sale. I'm actually concerned now, because those are two, the regular glow powder and the Super Glow are some of the few things from Natasha Denona's line that I feel comfortable recommending to people, because I find that they were really staple products. I mean, I used her glow powder on my wedding day, so let that sink in. And at that time, I didn't like Natasha Denona products. So for me to have used one on my wedding day is pretty, like, to me, it says a lot. But I'm starting to really look at like comparing Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath. I feel like they are, I don't want to say rivals, because a lot of people tend to like both brands, which then makes it kind of challenging because they are so expensive. I'm just taking a Wayne Goss brush and fluffing this out. Nothing on the brush. Where's I going with that? Yeah, I'm trying to I'm picking some up on this Wayne Goss brush. I needed a softer brush. I'm trying to determine like which brand is more worth it. I do feel like Pat McGrath's special shades are more substantial, but then Natasha Denona has more options at different price ranges, but then her formula can be inconsistent, so that makes it complicated too. I do plan on doing a ranking video for Pat McGrath, because I don't feel comfortable doing Natasha Denona because there's too many shadows from her that I have within palettes that I have not used yet, because like I'll focus on like one or two that I really like, and that's not good. Like I'm not going to recommend a palette if there's, you know, say 12 shades and I've only used 3. I don't feel comfortable recommending the palette. But some of my Pat McGrath palettes I've had for about a year. I think I purchased Midnight Seduction? Midnight Sun. I purchased that last year. I think it was like 80% off on Sephora, which fantastic deal. You can't tell me that's not a good deal, because that was the only one I really wanted, and I haven't gotten a palette in a really long time, so I really wanted to retry I wanted to give it a fair shot with where I am in my makeup journey right now. I really wanted to give it a proper chance. We're gonna go in with the dark brown in the palette now and just put that on the outer edge. And I'm just gonna stamp it because when you blend this out, it shears out a decent amount, which is good for blending, but I don't want it to shear out. Yeah, I like that. Soften the edge. I've pretty much used this palette almost every day for work. The one day I didn't use it, I used those stinking e.l.f. shadow sticks and I hated my look. And I think I tried covering it up with a glitter from somewhere. I don't know. I just didn't expect them to be that lackluster. So in my opinion, the e.l.f. shadow sticks are not a dupe for the Laura Mercier. Like if there's a shade from Laura Mercier you really want and you know you're gonna use, I would just recommend taking that jump as opposed to getting an e.l.f. one. I recently tried a Bobbi Brown one too. That was nice. It's a little mini, but okay. Laura Mercier, I think, holds her reign, and like there's a reason she holds her reign, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna take some of the Give Me Glow Glow Harder glitter primer. I have the squeezy tube version. It's now in like a giant doe-foot applicator. And again, we're gonna go in with this shade. So I'm going to take my ring finger and dab the glitter glue on. You don't need to use the glitter glue with these shadows. I just don't really want fallout since my face is already so sparkly. And I'm gonna just take my pointer finger, pick that up. Ooh, I'm excited. Haven't used this one yet. Yep. I feel like this Mothership palette is unique in the fact that, yes, it does not have her baked shimmer formula, but I feel like the formula that's in here is consistent across all of the little shades and that quad at the end, where sometimes her baked formula could be inconsistent within one palette or across palettes, where even though this is a different formula, I feel like all four of them, I mean almost five of them, have the same consistency across the board, the same, you know, some have obviously different micro flecks within them, but I really like that I know every shade is gonna work. So I'm still doing my low buy. Like I said, I just purchased the e.l.f. Cosmetics order, but that was not breaking the bank, don't worry. I am saving up, super excited for the Sigma Alice in Wonderland collection. Alice is something that I collect. I have a mug collection, I have art, I have blankets, I have clothes. I really, really, really love Alice in Wonderland, and I'm happy with the way the Sigma, sorry, that was the lightest shade in the palette. I'm happy with how the Sigma palette looks. I'm happy with the shade names. There's a shade called Mr. Walrus, and that just brought me so much joy to see that because walruses are my favorite animal, and they are my favorite animal because of Alice in Wonderland. So I was super excited, and I'm probably gonna get the entire collection because when I did the math and like stacked the Sigma discount, it actually is cheaper for me to get the whole collection than to buy the individuals without the lip duo. Like it adds up to more money. So, and that comes out on September 8th. So I'm saving up for that. And then Adept is releasing a neutral palette, so I'm saving up for that, but that's at a fall release. And a lot of people don't consider September fall. because it doesn't hit until the end of the month, so we shall see what other updates we get from Adept. They're saying it's the formula from House of L, which I found was a super unique formula. This is the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. And I'm putting my mascara on in a slight wing. Like I'm bringing my lashes out, not up. I really want to get into wearing false lashes every now and again for certain looks, but today is not that day. I was gonna go buy some like storage baskets for my shelves, but it's gloomy. At this moment in time, I do not want to leave my house. So that's that on that. All right, so that's the completed eye look, and we're gonna jump right into lips. I'm thinking I want to use one of my new ones. So I did pick up the Natasha Denona Amorosa I Need a Nude. It's a neutral pink. I feel like I want to try it. These smell absolutely delicious, and the packaging is really cute, and it has a magnetic closure. I'm not sure why her I Need a Nude lipsticks are on sale currently on Sephora. It makes me question their lifespan on this earth, but there's not much I can do about that. So we're gonna take the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk liner. Look how tiny mine is. Okay. And I'm not overlining. All right, let's start with that. I'm hoping this stays a neutral pink and doesn't go too cool. Oh, it smells so good. All right. Yeah. I've been on the hunt for like cooler lips that don't make me look dead. Just blot it out. I like this. This lipstick was not on sale. Keep that in mind. But here, I'll swatch it for you. That's stunning. And I mean, you guys have seen me on my like nudish lip journey, and some of them have made me look dead. So I'm impressed by that. I don't think there's anything else I want to tweak. I might, you know, let's set with some powder. I normally don't do that a lot, so I figure maybe it'll be good for you guys to see. Let's use a different one today. Do you remember when this one went viral on TikTok? The NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. This went viral. It did, I swear. This is in the shade Light Medium. We need a powder brush, though. We need a powder brush. Okay, let's use this Wet n Wild one. It's so cute. All right. This one said it blurs. I mean, I think that made a big difference, and it doesn't look bad. So for me, I don't set on my cheek, but I do set this front here, so I don't look too intense. like that. I think this was about 10 bucks. I had to order mine online because they didn't carry light medium in store, which confuses me because I feel, can you hear the rooster in the background? I feel like light medium is like a, I'm sure a lot of people wear light medium, but I guess not. All right, so this is the finished look. Do you like it? How do you feel? Did you get the new Natasha Denona palette? Write me some video requests down below. I definitely do want to do a did I say Natasha Denona? I do plan on doing a Pat McGrath ranking soon, so stay tuned for that. Go follow me on Instagram. Please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye.